A film. Mr. Deeds Goes to Town from 1936, directed by Frank Capra and starring Gary Cooper and Jean Arthur. I'm amazed at how many people have never seen this film. Puzzled as well, because it's just been around for so long and it used to always be on TV. Um, I unfortunately don't get Turner Classic Movies anymore, but it was always on there as well. I'm sure it still is. So, what is it? It's a story about Longfellow Deeds, who's sort of a, I don't know, simple folk. He lives in a nothing town, and his big thing is he plays the tuba, and he's a really honest guy. And so one of his relatives dies and leaves him a vast fortune. So he goes from nowhere to the big city. And the big city immediately wants to suck that money out of him and impose all sorts of things upon him. And he's been pretty good evading it until, unbeknownst to him, a local paper has an ambitious young writer named Babe Bennett, who is Jean Arthur, and she's assigned to find out what this, they call him the Cinderella Man, find out what this Cinderella Man is all about. And so she wiles her way into his days, and they become quite fond of each other. And as that's going along, he finds out that she's been assigned to do this, and it shuts him down. And he's also shut down because what he wants to do with most of his fortune is give it to unfortunate people in America that could use a hand up. And he wants to give them a plot of land and this and that, and so they can make something from the land and of their lives that would like to do that. A very noble thing to this day. And something to this day you could see immediately that politicians and government and such would want no part of. They don't. The sad fact is that, at least here in America, equality is frowned upon. Helping your fellow man is frowned upon, especially if they're poor and struggling, ordinary working folks, and he wants to help immigrants and all sorts of people in there, and we know how that go down nowadays. Not very well. And it's a very powerful movie. As always, Frank Capra tries to aim for the heart and for the soul, and it's a film about, how can I put it, strength, conviction more so than strength, although the strength that conviction can give you. Deeds is subject to things externally, but as we see as the film goes on, he is the same man internally, which is what's important. And how he reacts to things is baffling to those who are caught up in self and in money and in perception. And Deeds rejects that. He's manipulated by many folks at different points in the film, and they're trying to manipulate him, and they succeed on small levels at different points in the film. but only in small levels. I think you see is he has a taste of this other life that means nothing to him. He's still Longfellow Deeds who plays the tuba back at home. And it's a beautiful film. I'm sorry if some of what I'm saying sounds vague, but I want you to watch the film. I don't want you to just watch me talking about the film. I'm talking about it with the hope that you will watch it. This is why you should watch it. You should watch it because it's very good. It has some genuinely funny moments. It has some big serious moments. For all of that, it's not a waste of your just shy of 2 hours. It adds to your life. Come on, it adds to your life. It's like a film vitamin. There you go. It is just a joy in loving black and white. And from 1936, this film for this week is Mr. Deeds Goes to Town, directed by Frank Capra, starring Gary Cooper and Jean Arthur, both of which give fantastic performances. Gary Cooper is just one of our finest actors ever in us, and it's so funny because a lot of people don't look at him that way. He just seems to be behaving, I suppose you'd say. But that's the strength of him. He so is the character. You don't think of him as Gary Cooper, the actor, playing this character. He's Longfellow Deeds. You're watching Longfellow Deeds. And the same goes for Jean Arthur. She is an actress that goes from strength to strength to strength to strength. And she never faltered. They're both in movies I love, so many of them. So, and this is one of them where they're together. Do watch it. Let me know what you think. Bye bye.